All right, so y'all check it. This is for all my people out there who have applied for houses and been denied time and time again. So if you one of those people, don't be ashamed of it. Don't be embarrassed. Go ahead and admit it. You can apply for a house time and time again and got denied time and time again. So that's cool. You know, we all go through it one way or another. Or maybe you apply for a car, you apply for credit cards and got denied for all of them. It's really one and the same reason that you getting denied for all those that goes hand in hand. But I'm gonna focus on the real estate aspect of it because I got more than enough credit videos and stuff you can refer back to while you getting denied for car loans and credit cards and installment loans and stuff of that nature. So I ain't wasting my time on that today. This is strictly on the real estate. So I'm about to give you the top 6 reasons why you keep getting denied when it comes to real estate. And a lot of people don't know it's not even necessarily the real estate that's denying you. It's your own mindset that's denying you, because a lot of people actually make real estate more complicated than it actually is. So, but hopefully by the end of this video, you have a better understanding of it. So let's get right into it. One of them first reasons you keep getting denied for housing is your credit score. And a lot of people don't know, when it comes to your credit score, lenders are not even actually asking for a whole lot. Some even went to accepting as low as a 580 credit score. And coming 2023, it's supposed to be in the 4s and high 700s of born that they giving people with bad credit, which ain't never been done before in history. What I would say is the trick to it is they know more than likely most people are not responsible when your credit is low. Whether you believe it or not, it's a proven fact, because your credit score ain't made up of nothing but delinquencies and people you owe of why you got bad credit to begin with, of not paying bills. So typically a person ain't gonna loan you a whole lot of money if they don't think you reliable for a small amount. Say for instance you got a credit card with $500 on it and it's delinquent. You done pretty much maxed it out. You had like $460, $480. Who's gonna let you borrow $5,000 or $50,000 if you couldn't do right with just $500? But that's just a side note, and once again, that's gonna help you with the credit aspect of why you keep getting denied. I just felt like I should mention that because, like I said, your credit score make up a big portion of why you keep getting denied. And it's really easier to fix than most people think. And the majority of it comes with just paying the people you owe, settling, or getting it as a charge off altogether. Because if it's older than 6-7 years, then you might as well let that just fall off on its own. Don't even waste your money trying to pay somebody to fix your credit, and everything falls off after 6-7 years anyway. And with anything I ever tell you, definitely do your homework, research it. I'm not a financial advisor, I'm not no expert or nothing, but all I know is everything that I talk about, it works because I know it's working for me. And with that being said, I use these platforms to speak to everybody at once because I'm tired of giving out free game to individual persons time and time again, repeat myself the same information when I can just make these YouTube videos, make it available to all. And yes, a lot of this information I'm giving is free game, but it costed me dearly. But I'm one of them people, it don't make or break me. I mean, I paid for it, but I'm always willing to share it too. So back to the matter at hand. Your credit score make up a big portion. It's a lot you can do to change your credit score within that time frame that you need to get approved for a house. And one of those ways is buying a trade line. And once again, you gotta go back to my credit videos to get that information, because it's too much to dig into to get to the bottom of your credit score, what a trade line is, where can you get one, and how to best utilize it so that don't even backfire, because trade lines is not always best depending on where you're buying them from and who you're dealing with. So, and the more people think that they dealing with these big corporations or people who don't mind giving them stuff, it's because you're paying way more in interest than what you should be paying had you deal with somebody locally who's willing to give you a deal on it for one, and not only that, extend the time frame on the trade line if you need it, because a mortgage don't just pop off in 2 to 3 months. You can be on a house search for a long time. So by that time your trade line then fell off, and now you done got denied because your credit score changed. So man, that's all free game. For anybody who don't know how to process work or didn't make it that far in the game, or thought about buying a trade line, hey, I'm gonna boost my credit score and then they're gonna approve me for the house, and you wonder why you still got denied. That's the reason. Number 2, your income. A lot of people don't know that their income make up a big portion of why they got denied. And it's not necessarily because you're not getting paid enough. It's what you're doing with the money after you get paid that got you denied. And that may go over most people's head, but I don't care if you just making $500 a week, $600 or $1,000 a week. They don't necessarily care about that number. It's your overall taxes in general of how much you made that year, 50, 60,000, but it's also how much money you got left over at the end of the month to pay this mortgage. And which brings me into 3, debt to income ratio. And debt to income ratio, for all those that don't know what that is, it could be summed up as simple as how much money do you have left over after paying all of your bills. And when I say all of your bills, I'm talking about your car note, your car insurance, your mortgage or rent, depending on if you own or if you rent from somebody, utilities, child care if you got kids, of course, your phone bill, and a list of things of that nature. You pretty much get the clue of what I'm saying. Mortgage companies goes off of how much money do you have left over after you pay all those things, because we live in a society where a lot of people priorities are so messed up that they can't rent a house, own a house, or nothing else because they never pay on time and they don't do what they're supposed to with their money. And in the beginning, it's cool, you think you clever or you're getting over, but in the end, you pay for it when you're trying to apply for something once you finally got your life together. So for one, you want to always pay your bills, man. If you don't do nothing else, I mean, club and party and all of that stuff can wait until after your bills is paid, because that tells you how much money you got left over to do all that frivolous stuff that's extra. It ain't putting no money in your pocket, it's only taking money out of it. So you want to be careful with that. And that's just a whole side note. I just taught y'all money management in the process of this. But let's get to the number 1 thing that I would say, in my opinion, is the biggest problem that most people don't get approved when applying for a house, credit, or loans, or any of that nature is they want their dessert before the full course meal. Now, what do I mean by that? I said in a few of my videos, but I'm gonna break it down even more. A car payment. Most people want that flashy, that nice car before they go buy their house first, or they go finance some furniture for the house, jewelry and other stuff and decorations. Like they already getting prepared for the house, like they know it's theirs, only to get denied. It's nothing worse than going to accumulate a bunch of other debt with debt you could have been using to buy this house, but people buy all this frivolous stuff instead of waiting till after they buy the house. That's a big one. Your goal is not to accumulate any new debt while you're in the home buying process. Like, that's a red flag. Like, this can definitely get you denied. This is one of the biggest reasons, because you look too risky. It look like you just willing to take on all forms of debt. It don't matter what it is: credit card, houses, car payments, furniture, jewelry, my jeweler's card, caves, like all these frivolous cards, and you maxing them even out. So you looking too risky, and not only that, you applying for more stuff. Lenders are just like you. Put yourself in their shoes. Would you look credible to you if you was looking into your finances in the way you live your life right now? Like, that's something to really think about. Now, which brings me to my 4th or 5th point. I don't know. I done took a couple rabbit trails, but it's all been for the good, because it allowed me to give you even more game on other areas that you can be working on to improve your financial situation. But student loans. A lot of people think they student loans, they got them denied for a house for one reason or another, but they really don't care about that. I mean, student loans are just another debt you're going to be paying for the next 10, 20, 30 years, just like that mortgage. So they don't care nothing about you having those student loans. Like, student loans only make up a small percentage of your loan or debt to income ratio, as long as you paying them something. Like, that's the key to student loan. As long as you paying them something, they don't care. You'll be good when it comes to student loans. So I don't think your student loans is the reason that, you done got denied. So long story short, I just gave y'all more key points than I originally said I was going to give you on the reason why you keep getting denied for a property. If you're still going through that even after watching this video, reach out to me. I'll help you through that process, because it's way easier than what we make it is. And I want to see everybody win. I want to see everybody in their own crib, investment properties to provide for somebody else, or help somebody else in need by giving them somewhere to live. And we'll be back to that Black Wall Street, or at least just something productive. So hopefully y'all got something from that video. Peace.